desperate not to concede here.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Eze! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Shin to shin bite. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Just a quick request today for everybody.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution in progress.
So once again, we're underway. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now, that looks a decent ball. That has been cut short. Vardiol bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Eze. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now that's well seen too. Now he's off and running. Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Foden. Scholes.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Vardiol. Looking for the run. Nunez. Darren Fletcher. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Haaland. And he's worked it through. Not the most convincing of passes.
The attendance for this
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Darwin. Jordan Henderson, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Haaland, and this is Scholes. Oh, right place, right time. So what can they make of this? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Can he get onto this? Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Pickford claims it, safe hands. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foden, Nunez, and he's got the beating, and a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Fletcher. Number 9, Eze. Number 19.
They've played it short.
Scholes.
Good ball, good
Number
take.
25.
Big header! He scored! And they're back in front. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Darwin. Now it's Palmer. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. Takes a shot! Superb from Foden! A finish right from the top draw! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Has crossed into the middle. They've got to be quick to recover this. Has another go! Yes, it's in! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Shot at goal! Oh, taken with style! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Nunez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Cucurella. Nunez was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
James did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So
There will be
now
5
the difference
minutes
is
added time.
3. 5 minutes to add. Adams. Jordan Henderson. Tonali. And Darwin. Probing pass. Adams gets across to intercept that. Son Heung-min. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome to
turn either way
today's
from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people, then delivering quality balls into the box. Often played early.
He's had a shot! And he's found the net! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Rodri with the foul. Haaland. And this is Torres. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Bernardo Silva. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. Haaland. Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He scores! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Always onto this. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's in a great position here. He's had it taken off him. Scholes. Oh, that's a key interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Rodri, spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide.
And he shoots! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Big chance! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Haaland. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get free. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's had it nicked away. Jordan Henderson. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Eze. And the shot, and Torres! It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he was alert to it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's a lovely pass. Guardiola. And it's Bernardo Silva. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Fletcher. Eze! Bernardo Silva pinches it off him. Fletcher with the slide tackle there.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bernardo Silva. Well, he's done very well to take that back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Eze. Here's Doku. Well, that has not gone well. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Eze. Haaland is onto this. Guardiola. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Darren Fletcher. And Fletcher! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rodri with a definite foul there. Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Now it's Haaland. Well, that looks a decent ball. Will play through for the wide man. Here's found the way. Doku! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. This might spell danger. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's on it, can he get away? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. This is their second corner of the game. Scholes clears it away. Can he finish? And it's... Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a quick one, and here's Haaland. Rodri. Haaland. Oh, good-looking ball. He's beaten. He's having a go. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Matheus Nunes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Foden. Haaland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Doku.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's gone loose. And back to the keeper they go. Now it's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Scholes. That is ended up in no man's land. Bernardo Silva. And here's Torres. And that's been one straight... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rodri. And it's Scholes. No foul, says the referee. And Torres! He scored! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this fella, Xavi Simons. I was going to refer to him as just Xavi, but it just seems a little unfair. He is a proven leader and a communicator since his young days in the game. I just think he's better in a freer role. Just give him that freedom to express himself, and he's a type of player who just likes to play off the cuff, so you're never quite sure what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Batistuta is wide and looking to get onto this. Kokchu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nice physical challenge. Batistuta is herring after that one. Madueke, and he's managed to get free. Madueke tries a cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chiesa gets into some space. No, that's been intercepted. Quarter of an hour played. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Madueke has it out wide and in space. Xavi Simons finds himself offside. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. Fletcher showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Cruyff. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's been shifted off it. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
He's got away. It's got in, and it is an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Great vision. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. And that's been won straight back. Chiesa. Fluminense were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Spread it left. Chiesa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
James looking to play it into the box. That is a brilliant interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. James. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta. Always onto this. Great defending, strong and determined. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And somehow it stayed out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Batistuta. James. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chance here to counter. Van Bouten can get it clear. Xavi Simons. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. Terrific save by Abbiati. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross to the back post, climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Backward it goes. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Oh, terrible pass. He's through, now is he in? And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out to the left it goes. He's found a way through. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Fluminense are back on level terms. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming it.
Shoots! Goal! Fluminense! And the comeback is complete! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's David. Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries a shot! Abiati deals with that nice and simple. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's David. Oh, easy pickings there. He can get that clear. Carvajal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Batistuta. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for the run. Jordan Henderson. Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass, played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is a little undercooked. David! And he's away. McTominay. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is ended up in no man's land.
Fluminense surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Batistuta picks it up out wide. Drilled in low. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiesa. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Adams with the clearance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's fab. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Fletcher. Numero 15. Schneider. Numero 13. Numero 17.
Now it's Forlan.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 21. Forlan.
Now it's David.
Il numero 19. Scholes.
Henderson cuts it out.
Il numero 8. Il numero 25. Il numero 5.
And here's Olise.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, what has happened here? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Takes a shot! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Yamal, he is through here. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, well played. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick.
Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Knocks it into space. Can he get it through? Rui Costa. And he was alert to it. Sergi. Well timed, excellent interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Gnabry. That's a good run he's making there. He's being urged to shoot. Bullish header! Oh, crossbar! Now it's Torres. Now it's Raul.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
And it's Fernando Torres, and it's made its way to him.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. And here's Raul. Knocks it out wide. And it's played in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. First quarter of an hour gone. Nicely spread. Played back in. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That has not gone well. Gnabry is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! There is the breakthrough! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And it's Fernando Torres. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Raul. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now who's going to be... Oh, header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Nicely weighted ball. Serginho. And it's Cruyff. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Otto is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And this chance for a shot! It's he's been caught napping. He won't be happy with that one. And a chance! Gnabry succumbs to the pressure. Cherki picked out brilliantly. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Raul. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. Serginho. Decent progress down the left. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Torres. Cruyff. Some resolute defending there. Look at the space here. It's Raul! goal! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Pinches it off him. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Vi informiamo che si prevede traffico intenso nei dintorni dello stadio dopo la partita. Siate prudenti. Sostituzione di giocatori.
And the second half gets underway.
Numero 27.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Looking for a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Played out to the right. There's the delivery. And now they can spring out of defence. It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. And here's Messi. Passes short and sharp. Oh, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider puts his foot on the gas. That looks a good ball through. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, it's Raul. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That has been cut short. Cherki, 60 minutes played. Torres has it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! Just